there, nice little family home, pet dog, pet cat, pet fish, right? All nice little happy family, all right? But
Okay.
you see, there was this guy, and I don't want to repeat his name because it makes me sick, right? I just don't want to say it because it'll upset me, okay? Right, screw it. His name's Remix,
Right.
okay? He
Okay.
he is a criminal, all right? And what he did was, right? My client over here went to a lovely bank. You might have heard of it. It's a fairly popular one called Santander. Don't know if you heard of it.
All right.
Young
Okay.
cop of yourself might have, being a,
Fairly familiar.
you look
Yeah.
about the right age, you could have just left university. They do a lot of student deals, all right? Anyway, so Santander just got a lovely deal on a credit card. Lovely, right? Go over there, she just literally bought a new hat, as you can see, and
Not a fan, to be honest, but okay, each to their own.
you're not a fan. Right, well, like I said, don't just bite your tongue. You use your right to remain silent, all right? And what happened was, I think,
So-
and it's been investigated by the chief of the National Crime Agency. All right, so let me tell you, mate, this is big stuff, right? Computer fraud,
okay.
fraud, gang crime, drugs,
Oh God.
organised crime, serious crime, undercover missions. All right. When I was in the Marines, I saw it all. Anyway, this guy, I'm pretty sure he did anyway. Like I said, from my experience in this type of work, it looks exactly what he did was he went into it's your own fault for not having good luck, so, client, and decided to take the piece of paper with the statement on, obviously have stolen my client's identity. You're harmless. You're harmless. She is harmless, right? Stolen her identity, said, you know what? What an easy victim. What an easy victim. Single dog, a cat, and a fish, all harmless. I'm going to take that statement, type it into my computer, and make an identity, all right? Now, we all know how easy bank cards are to make, and we all know how easy identities are made. I mean, come on, so right. Statistics show, all right, that 2 in 3 times you pull a civilian over, they have a fake identity. Am I right or am I wrong?
You're completely correct, sir.
Right, you see now, and that just shows, right, that just shows everything, right? So this criminal's obviously gone home, thought to himself, what an easy victim. I'm going to, make an ID, make all this, and I'm going to impersonate someone. And obviously my client has fallen under this. So, obviously,
Right. Okay.
like I said, the chief of the National Crime Agency, may I remind you again, deals with all the big stuff, computer fraud and fraud, is dealing with this massive fraud case. We did phone 101 to try and get all charges dropped. We don't quite know what the impersonator has done, nor where they are. And obviously, before you say, well, why didn't your client stop, Dillman? I'm going to tell you this, sir. All right, my client didn't stop as they were scared, all right? They've never been in a situation like this before. Like I said, they are a victim here. They don't need you honking their horn and putting the sirens on, trying to chase after them. They're already scared.
I'm only doing my job, I mean...
I'm only doing my job as well. Don't take it to heart, All right? You've got a gun to protect you. When I lose a court case, right, what do you think happens to me? I don't have a gun to protect me, do I?
Well, your words go a long way, as do mine. But you seem like the type of bloke that he uses his words in
That's right.
a very
I am
persuading
intelligent.
way. I mean, you have just dropped a knowledge bomb on me, and I'm quite speechless, I must say.
And that's because, like I said, it's based
User
on
left
facts.
your channel.
That's a 2 in 3 statistic, completely true. Go to the National Crime Agency website and see what they say there, right? My client's identity being stolen. I know you've been covering your face for a reason, right? But you can take your hat off. Go on. Don't say a word. Remember, your right to remain silent. But take your hat off. Look, Ginger, not a very nice looking face. But still, alright? The identity has been stolen. It's a pretty hard face to replicate because it is that ugly. Either way, it's still, you know what I mean?
But the thing is, I mean, I'm not trying to argue what you're telling me. But, what am I to do in a situation like this?
Well, what are you to do? Well, to be honest, mate, what I do is, like I said,
how am I supposed to know that this isn't the criminal and the person...
Only exactly, let me just check my logs on my phone, 2 hours, 23 minutes, and now 15 milliseconds, 15
Okay.
seconds, sorry, and 10 milliseconds ago, did we call 101 for help on this matter? They said, continue your daily life. We've got a lovely member of the National Crime Agency who will get in contact with you. Still hasn't. Like I said, I think, to be honest, officer, according to the law, all right, and this is just, I like I said, I'm only just, I'm only a, a legal representative for this client right now. All I'm going to say is, officer, is that really, you just go and check your 101 log calls, you will see that my client identity has been stolen. All right, we gave sufficient proof. We gave in unknown purchases of where we completely were not, the right times and the wrong times, and it all adds up, officer. I just think what you need to do right now is act professionally, and I'm sure, well, I don't know how the police systems work or anything, but there must be somebody higher than yourself you'd be able to contact to be able to drop these charges of, well, I would say my client, but the person impersonating my client, because we don't want any trouble. Like I said, we just want to get on
What
our
about
days. We've
black
got
man?
people to meet, people to be, places to see, and a dog. We've got to see a dog about a man later as well. So
Yeah.
a man about a dog even.
Oh, okay.
So, like I said, I think your best
Yeah,
bet, officer, is
with,
honestly act professional here. Go pop.
do you mind if I just jump into my car and make a few calls? I mean,
That's fine, but like I said, my client will use her right to remain silent. And before you decide anything, may I remind you that back in '05 I was a Marine. So you do what you want, mate.
alright, okay. How long were you in the Marines then?
Can't disclose that information, mate. It's confidential. Sorry.
Or why is it confidential?
Confidential, sorry.
Okay. Well, anyway,
Does it?
I'll just jump in my
Talking
car,
about it now. Mhm.
make a few phone calls, and then I'll get back to you.
Okay.
Do you live in one of these houses around here? Because you don't have to stick around. I can come.
Mate, like I said, I
find
told you
you
I was a
if
Marine.
easier.
That's confidential.
Okay. Is everything confidential?
That's also confidential.
Okay. Give me a second.
No worries. Take your time. Well done for using your right to remain silent. Not many people do that because
Dylan,
they're scared of the police, right? You don't have to be scared of the police. Just use your right to remain
if I was you, I would start looking for my gun now. Cause server is about to restart.
Shut up about your gun, Johnny.
Well, when I'm saying my gun, I'm not saying my gun, I'm saying Dylan's gun, the MK1.
Why? You've not moved my car.
I did not move your car, but I moved your gun.
Johnny, mate, come on. I'll give you your money for your gun. I'll give you your money for your gun.
I need to find it.
Johnny, we're in the middle of RP, man. You can't fucking ruin it.
I'm mistaking.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I've just been on the phone of a couple of people, literally, the NCA being one of them, and a few superior officers of mine.
Oh, he's cleared my
also,
bounty.
If you haven't noticed, I did put my weapon in the car, as he did seem to be a little threatened by my weapon. I don't really know what he was getting at, but he said you ain't got a
Well,
weapon.
mate, like I
so,
said,
I thought I'd
long
make the
story
playing
short,
field
right?
even.
You're going to regret mentioning it to me now, right? But you know how I said in '05 I was in the Marines, yeah? Well, in '03 I was actually in the army, and this guy was obviously walking along with his gun, he
Another
misfired,
cop car ring.
and ever since then I've just had PTSD. It's just not... Guns and me do not
Oh.
mix.
Alright, okay. Well, anyway, a superior officer of mine has dropped charges to Ginger McGinger. I believe that's who this vehicle was registered to.
Yeah, that's
as
who my
a,
client is. Obviously
right,
the identity
okay.
was stolen though, so that's good to hear. What was
Yeah.
what was the impersonator actually doing? Because like, obviously we know
Sorry?
well, what was the impersonator actually doing? Wanted, you know, obviously they've bought a few dodgy things and done a few internet transactions, which I don't think it's best.
It was
Obviously,
actually a lot.
confidential matters.
I'm not sure how much I can explain to you, obviously, you know, because it is confidential.
Right.
But it did involve weapons and shooting, and you know what that can do.
That's not
I
good.
mean, you've been in the Marines
like I
for many a
said-
time, a long time.
Oh,
I'm assuming you've done a similar thing.
Oh mate, I can't disclose that either because that's confidential. But my client here, like I said, has got
Okay.
3 pets. Why would they want a gun? You know? Why would they want anything like that? You know? Why would they be wanted? But I'm glad that we've come to this conclusion, officer. Like I
yeah.
said, I've got to see a man about
Fuck
God.
me, you're doing
Got to go
exorcist
and
shit.
have a pizza. All right, so I'll, like I said, just
Move away from there,
thanks very much
Remix.
for your time, officer. Can I just quickly say as well, yeah, that the legal length for your tyre tread is 1.6 and that's 1.3. So get it sorted. You're a police officer, for God's sake.
Okay.
You've just been shut in there, haven't you, Frog?
Well, thank you for pulling over. It did take a while.
Where's my gun, Johnny? I'll pay
I'm
you money
assuming
for yours,
you
mate.
wanted
Tell me where my
the
gun is.
man over there to speak for you, as you clearly can't speak for yourself.
Oh yeah, I just followed the instructions of my
Johnny,
counsellor.
I'll pay you
Someone
for
in
your
the
gun,
channel
mate.
knows where it is.
Well, have a nice
What?
day anyway.
Bye.